Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on strategically managing profits. Let's start with the introduction. The main elements of the company's bottom line must be understood by a manager. The focus and impact on the changes must be prioritized in order to have a bigger impact on the profit. Example Amazon. Amazon profits were doubled during the pandemic. Amazon doubled its net profit from $2.6 billion in 2019 to about $5.2 billion in 2020. Before this figure was calculated, the company spent $4 billion on incremental COVID-19 related cost in the quarter to help keep the employees safe and deliver products to customers, according to Bezos. To the executive surprise, Amazon customers didn't just buy low profit goods like groceries, but also purchased more profitable softline category goods like clothing and hardline category goods like electronics. This helped the company eclipse the previous $3.6 billion profit that they earned in the first quarter of 2019 and in turn set a new record profit. Now moving on to the methods of strategically managing profits, starting by increasing sales revenue. In order to achieve long-term profitability, increasing sales revenue is a common approach. Internal resources can also be used to achieve sales revenue. Organic growth is an approach where internal resources are used. Companies can merge with other companies in order to increase sales revenue. However, the most prevalent sales growth strategy is organic growth. Moving further, the increasing sales revenue approach entails two approaches. A. Increasing sales revenue by growing sales volume. The basic strategies on the most general level for increasing sales volume are: first, market growth strategy. This attracts customers that are new to the category and in turn increases sales volume. Example, Ferrero in 2018-2019 registered a healthy sales growth since it was buoyed by the Indian customers' love for sweets. The other is the steal share strategy. This is a strategy that attracts customers who are already using the competitor's offering in order to increase sales volume. Example, Burger King's Whopper Detour campaign steered people away from McDonald's using geofencing and promoted Burger King's redesigned app. And finally, market penetration strategy. A company can also increase its sales volume by increasing the number of products purchased by the customer by the company's own consumers or by attracting new customers to the offerings category. Example in this case is Amazon.com. Now moving on to the other approach in increasing sales revenue, that is by optimizing price. Setting the price is the most important part of managing sales revenue. It is dependent on customers' reaction to change in prices. On the one hand, increasing the price can increase profit margins and have a positive impact on profit. But on the other hand, it can also have a negative impact and decrease sales volume since buyers might not associate with the high price. The price can be lowered in order to increase sales revenue. The negative impact of the decrease in profits is lower than the positive impact of the increase in sales volume. An example in this case for price optimization is Amazon. The prices of products are changed by Amazon 2.5 million times in a day. This means the average price of the product listed on Amazon changes every 10 minutes. This is about 50 times more than the Best Buy and Walmart. Even though a lot of customers are annoyed when the price of a product drops immediately after they buy it, this tactic has helped increase Amazon's profit by 25%. Moving on to the other method of strategically managing profits, and that is by lowering cost. Lowering cost is the alternative strategy to grow profits. The cost of the company can be divided into four parts: cost of goods sold, research and development cost, marketing cost, and miscellaneous cost. Let's look at each one of them briefly. Lowering the cost of goods sold. The cost that is directly related to creating the services and goods to be sold is referred to as cost of goods sold. This can be fixed cost and variable cost. The cost of turning raw material into goods and the cost of raw materials is the variable cost. The cost of fixed equipment, like the cost of fixed asset, and depreciation of all equipment is called fixed cost. The two ways of lowering the cost of goods sold are: first, the cost of inputs that are used in the development of the company's offering, like labor, raw material, and logistics, can be lowered. Another, using alternate technologies that are cost effective, switching suppliers, and outsourcing are some ways in which this cost can be lowered. Next, lowering the R&D cost. R&D cost is another cost that can be lowered. The fixed cost there is important for designing the company offering is research. A significant portion of every company is dedicated to R&D. Adopting technologies that shorten the development cycle of products, managing labor cost, and reducing the equipment cost can be a way to decrease this cost. Third, lowering marketing cost. The business model of many companies have higher costs that are dedicated to marketing. A very large portion of the overall cost of companies like Coca-Cola is reserved for marketing. Customer-focused promotions such as coupons, price reductions, sweepstakes, rebates, and premiums are included in this. Advertising in various media like radio, television, online, print, event advertising, out of home, point of purchase, PR expenditure, and digital marketing all fall under communication expenditure. Next, by lowering miscellaneous cost. In addition to decreasing the cost of R&D expenditures, marketing expenses, and cost of goods sold, the company also needs to decrease its miscellaneous and other cost. These prevalent strategies can be used to lower companies' cost along with lowering admin cost and legal cost by companies to gain economies of scale. Finally, an example of Walmart for lowering cost. Walmart slightly tweaks how the business runs and saves millions of dollars. By changing the process of purchase of shopping bags, $60 million is saved annually by Walmart. It makes the vest worn by its workers with recycled material and in turn cuts its cost by 15%. Walmart is trying to centralize the way it maintains equipment and increase its energy efficiency and in turn saving $100 million annually. Walmart said previously that it saved $20 million by changing its floor wax. It also saved $200 million by changing the light bulbs in its parking lots and stores. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on strategically managing profits. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you've liked the video, do subscribe to our channel. If you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.